Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Carmen. I want to show you some games that I own today. I was super bored and I don't know, I made that video a while ago showing off some of the movies that I own, and I had fun doing that. I thought that this would be kind of, I don't know, maybe somebody would find it interesting. As a preface, I got most of these when I was like 12 years old. These are all games for the NES. Nintendo's first console, and so I thought it would be fun to show them off. I got most of these when I was like 12 years old. I would like mow lawns and then go take that money and buy video games with it. I really got into this because of like this is embarrassing. The YouTuber, that angry video game nerd, this is so embarrassing. That's pretty much why I like this kind of stuff, because I don't know, I like older video games. I think probably the NES is my favorite of the like retro consoles. The Super Nintendo is really cool and has really great games, but there's just something about the NES that I really like, and it's probably just like nostalgia. Anyways, regardless, I own a lot of video games, and I might make more videos like showing off some of I have like a couple Super Nintendo games, a couple PS1 games, and then I have like a bunch of PS2 games and a maybe comparable amount of PS3 games. But anyways, I want to show you my NES games today. A lot of these I haven't even played, so I just want to say that before anybody calls me a phony. I know, and I think it's fine. Okay, whatever. The first game, obviously I've played this one, is Super Mario and Duck Hunt. This is like the game that would come with the NES when you got one back in the day, like how you got like Wii Sports with the Wii, you would get this game. And you know, Mario, everyone knows Mario. Duck Hunt is like you shoot the ducks and you got like a gun with a console, and then you could like shoot at the TV and shoot ducks. I don't know where to put these. I guess I'll put them on the floor. I'll put them on the floor. Okay, the next one, this is like another sort of, I don't know, very classic NES game, Excite Bike. This one's cool. One thing that I think is really cool about this game is like how you could like make courses and then play them. I think that was really like novel for the time. The idea of like a level creator, I think that's really cool. But is it fun? It's kind of fun. This next game is like a really good game. My cat is coming into the room. This is like a super good game. Contra. This one's cool. You can play a 2-player. You know, you like shoot all the guys. It's really hard. There's like a really famous cheat code for this game to give you more lives, but like I've never gotten past like the first like 2 stages, because then I get frustrated and I quit. I used to play these games more back in like I lived in my old apartment. One of my roommates there had a CRT, and so you know I could hook up the NES and play it. Like when you hook it up to a big screen, it stretches the picture all, and it looks really bad, and it looks really nice on the CRT, but I don't have one of those, so I don't really play it. The next game I'm gonna show you is this Ninja Turtles game. This one is sort of like, you know, action platform game. You know, you can like switch between the turtles and like swim around in like this really bad underwater level. You know, there's like an overworld section that's kind of cool, and you like I think you can like drive around in like the van or whatever, like the Ninja Turtle van. The next one is also a Ninja Turtles game. I played this next one more because it's like sort of like a Double Dragon. It's like very like you just beat people up on when you're walking forward, like beat 'em up. And then you know, this one is pretty fun though. This is Ninja Turtles, the arcade game. This one I have a little sleeve on. They made these for these games. You like keeps your game protected. The next game is Super Mario Brothers 2. This is like, you know, that's like the classic like YouTuber gaming fact, but I'll give it to you anyways. Did you know that Mario 2 was originally some other game? This game was some other game, and then they like put the Mario characters in it and made it Mario 2. If you've ever watched a YouTube video about video games, you've probably like heard that a million times. Maybe for somebody who's watching it, it would be their first time hearing that, and I would be the one to get to tell you that. Stupid. But yeah, this game's cool. You know, you like pick up like radishes and stuff. I don't really know. I played this game and I got stuck. I got really confused on like how to progress forward, probably because I have sort of low brain capacity, and so it was difficult, and I didn't play very much of it. I really wish I owned Super Mario Brothers 3. That's probably like the best one on the NES, other than like obviously the first one is really good, but you know, Mario 3 is like really good. But I don't own that one. Oh, this next one's actually pretty cool. I really love the cover art for this one. This is Friday the 13th. 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 I really like the cover art. I like this sort of like rainbow thing that's going on here. I can't put it close to the camera, otherwise it's gonna glare. Oh wait, maybe a little bit, yeah. I really love the cover art for this one. It's so pretty. The game is kind of cool too. You like kind of think, from what I know, it's like you walk around and like just like find stuff on a bunch of different places. It's a super vague description. You walk around places until eventually like Jason finds you and like tries to kill you or whatever. I remember back in the day, like there was like a big joke that Jason was like purple in this game, and they made like an action figure of Jason from this game where he's like purple because of this. Kind of a cool game, not the best, but really sort of like different for the time. That's what I find really interesting about NES games, is that like the idea of video games and home video game consoles was still relatively new, and the technology was at a place where you could try all these new things, but there's no set standard for what people kind of expect from a game, especially in the early NES days. And so there's a lot of interesting experimentation, like what they did with the Friday the 13th game, even if sometimes it doesn't always work out. Next up, we have, I think, someone's gonna yell at me if I get this wrong, but I think this is the first ever RPG game, Dragon Quest. It was called Dragon Warrior in the United States, but you know, the Dragon Quest games, there's like a million of them. This is the first one. One really interesting thing about this game is that like, if you want to like walk through a door, there you'll have to like go into the menu and like select door, or like if you want to go up and down stairs, you have to go into a menu and select up and down the stairs. It's sort of different. It's very clunky, and I wouldn't really call it fun, but I haven't played very much of it, and so if anyone's like a really big RPG fan, they might get mad at me for saying that, but I mean, it's like the first one, so like, what do you expect? My personal favorite RPG is probably like Chrono Trigger or like Final Fantasy VII. I have a pretty surface level knowledge of like RPG games, like those JRPG games, but I really like those too. Okay, so the next game is Double Dragon. I mentioned this one earlier when I was talking about the Ninja Turtle game where you know, walk and beat people up. This is like the OG walk and beat people up game. Oh, do I have Kung Fu? Oh man, I don't know where. I have a copy of Kung Fu, which actually like I think comes out before this and is the first like walking beat 'em up game, but this one's really fun. I always get these like in the sequels confused. Like I don't even, it's funny because it's called Double Dragon, but you can't play with your friend, or you can play with your friend, but like if you can like punch each other and like hurt each other and then like ruin the game. But I played this one a fair amount. It's pretty fun. This next one is so good. This next one is so good. And if you don't like this game, I mean, I don't think that's even possible to not like this game. It's Tetris. I mean, it's Tetris. I have another sleeve on this one, but come on, it's Tetris. I have the box for this one, but it's downstairs and I don't feel like going downstairs to get it. This one's kind of an interesting version of Tetris because you can't store a piece like how you can in Tetris. If you don't want to use it, you can store it. And there's also like no ghost, which are like where it shows you where the piece is gonna land on the bottom. So you really have to be like very specific about how you do that. But this I love. I kind of really like NES Tetris because it's a little bit trickier. I don't know, I just find that interesting in a way. Oh, this one's really cool too. This is Street Fighter 2010. Now everybody knows Street Fighter, right? Everybody knows Street Fighter. But this game is a little different. It's like, instead of, you know, a fighting game, this is like side-scrolling action game, and you can like do like double jumps and like backflips, and you have like a laser gun, I think. It's really, really hard. I like haven't gotten past like the first screen because it's really, really hard. And also I suck at video games. This game is super, super cool. I think it's like the only Street Fighter game that's not a fighting game. And it's not Street Fighter 1, obviously. It's Street Fighter 2010, which used to be in the future, but is now in the past. It makes you think. Okay. This next game is Xevious. This is like, you know, like you flying in space and like shooting shit. Tough game. These games are always really hard for me and I suck at them. So I haven't really played this very much. These next two are like my favorite NES game series. Like these are my favorite NES games. This is my favorite. Is Castlevania. This is the one where you're trying to kill Dracula. I just love this game. The whip, the power-ups, the music, like the bosses, like it's really hard, but this was probably one of the first NES games I owned. I love this game so much. Castlevania 4 is also really good. I haven't played any of the more like anime ones, like where, you know, like the newer ones. I haven't played any of those. I've only played this one and 4 and a little bit of 2 and like I think the one on like the Sega Genesis or whatever, like I don't remember what it's called. Castlevania is the best NES game, especially if you like Dracula and like sort of, I don't know, gothic type stuff. Like this game is awesome. Next we have the sequel, sort of a controversial sequel according to the internet, I think, but is Castlevania 2. This game is like, you know how they'll call games like a Metroidvania. I really hate talking about like gamer stuff, like gamer terms, because like it's just embarrassing. But you know how they'll call games like Metroidvanias? This is like Castlevania. Like this is the one that's more like Metroid. So it's sort of open-ended and like a little bit more RPG-ish, and like you have to unlock items to get to new areas. The first one is very straightforward, just like go to the right and you know, kill people and kill the boss. And this one's more like buying items and stuff. The next couple are I don't really care about. These ones are kind of shit. The first one is Fester's Quest. Fester's Quest. This is like a game based off from like Fester from the Addams Family. This like was a classic like bad video game. Bangs are too long. If anyone in the comments wants to sponsor me to get my bangs trimmed a little bit, I would appreciate that. I'm joking. I would never ask for your money. Unless you really wanted to give it to me, in that case, I would absolutely take it. Kidding, oh my god. But Fester's Quest. This one has like some weird 3D stuff going on, like first person like 3D environments. Like they kind of look like, you know, have you ever seen footage of Persona 1? Like it's like that though. Anyways, this game is shit. It's a shit game. This one I've never played before, but it's like an early racing game. This is Rad Racer. Rad Racer. What do you know about Rad Racer? You don't know anything about... I don't know anything about Rad Racer. That's not even funny. You race. Okay, and the last game, we're ending on sort of a sad note here. Well, not really. But this game is interesting. It like has some interesting ideas, but it sort of fails in a way. Like, I don't know. That's up to you to decide. Who am I gonna say? This is Dick Tracy, based off the like movie or TV show. I don't know. He's like a cop or something. But this one's interesting because you like drive to, there's like a map and you drive to locations, and then you like go into like a side-scrolling level, and then you like find clues or something, and then like you go to the next location, and then like, so it's sort of interesting in that way, but like I don't think it's very good. Yeah, that's the last one I have to show you. I should have ended on like a better one. I should have ended on like Tetris or something. Here are some games that I really want to get for NES that I don't have. Castlevania 3, this one game, it's like Agent 13 or something. Let me look it up real quick. Hold on. This game called Golgo 13. I don't know, it seems really interesting. I don't know what it's about, but I think it's like based off like a Japanese show or a manga or anime or something. But it looks kind of interesting. And I would like a copy of like Final Fantasy, and I would like a copy of Kirby, and I would like oh, I don't have Zelda. I feel like I need to get Zelda. Like, I don't have any of the Zelda games. So I would probably like to get one of those. I'm sure there's like some other ones that I could name here that would make me seem really cool for like knowing about them, but I can't really think of any right now. Anyways, I have, like I said before, I have a lot of video games. And so if you want to see more video games, I could absolutely do that. I'm probably going to do it anyways whenever, you know, maybe in a couple months or maybe like next week or something. I don't know. It depends on, you know, how I feel. Yeah, and once I run out of stuff to show, I'm not really sure what I'll do for videos, if I keep making videos, but I don't know, I just thought it would be fun to do that. I hope you have a wonderful night. I hope you enjoyed my YouTube video. I hope that you found it interesting, and I hope that the summer that we're currently in treats you very well. What else do I hope? That's pretty much everything I hope for. One last thing. Shout out to Addison Rae. I'm wearing my Addison Rae shirt. The most beautiful woman. And an amazing musician, too. That reminds me. Because I can't fit this into a different video. So, like, I thought I'll show it to you now. Addison Rae. $1 million. Addison Rae dollars. This is amazing. Wow. So seriously, if you love Addison Rae, give this video a like and a comment. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go now. And I love you so much. Goodbye.